Let us start question number 29. We will discuss your doubt. If you have any doubt of uh, in homework, we will discuss in our next lecture. The reason is this question number 29 is slight lengthy question. So if we have a time 2 days, then I will take your doubts. Otherwise, in next lecture we will discuss your doubt. Now see question number 29. This is slight different than 12th standard. The question is obtain the two regression equations from the following data. Now we have some data here. Now see what is this. Let us discuss first of all meaning of this data and then we will find regression line. Suppose if you want to find out relation between marks obtained by the student in two subjects, let us say accountancy and statistics. Uh, in accountancy we took an exam of 70 question paper of 70 marks, whereas here 50 marks. Question paper is of 70 marks of accountancy and 50 marks of statistics, and we have a data for, let us say, 400 students. We have information about marks in accountancy and statistics of 400 students. Student 1, marks in accountancy, let us say 58. In statistics, out of 50, let us say 42. Second students, marks in accountancy, out of 70, let us 25. Here out of 50, let us say 26. Like this, we have information of this 400 students. And now we want to find out the correlation or regression regarding marks in accountancy and statistics. That is the question. We want to find out relationship. Or there is a question like, for 401 student, we know the marks in accountancy. Let us say his mark is 62. Now what is the marks in statistics? And there is one another students, roll number 402. Let us say marks in statistics is known 38. Now what is the marks? What should be the expected marks in accountancy? So to find out the answer of this question, you know that we require to use the regression line. But what is the problem here? Any of you have idea what is the problem in this question? What is the main problem in this question? Is it like routine question?
Sir.
Yes or no? Is it routine question?
No, sir.
What is the reason? What is the reason why it is not routine question? If you want to find out correlation, let us say correlation, then what is the difference in this question and previous all questions that you studied in your 12th standard as well as in F5? What is the difference? Any of you have any idea? You can consider this is X and this one is Y, and you can find out U, V, then U square, V square and UV. Do the calculation. You will get the answer. Sigma U, sigma V, sigma U square, sigma V square, sigma UV. And we have a formula for R also. Or we have a formula of BYX and BXY. And for that we require sigma U, sigma V, sigma U square, sigma V square, sigma UV. So what is the problem in this question? It's like a routine question only. Any idea? Any idea to anyone?
The value of n is very large.
Perfect answer. The value of n is very large compared to all previous question. In previous all question we have hardly 10, 12, 15 values. Whereas here we have a 400 values. We have 400 values. And now for this 400 values, what you require to do? You require to calculate different values of u, and you have to write 400 values. See your full step. In Fullscape we have only 30 to 32 lines. So we required minimum 12 to 13, or according to this we require 14 pages to write the values of x and y. We require 14 pages, and then after we require x square, y square, or u v, then u square, v square. It is very, very, very tedious work. Now, no doubt, in today's world there is no problem at all. Any of you having idea why there is no problem in today's world?
Give the rank.
No. In
Because
today's
of
world there is
Excel.
no problem. Yeah, yes. Once again, yes.
Frequency distribution.
Once again,
Frequency distribution, sir.
no. In
Because
today's
of
world,
Excel sheet, as we have computer technologies and
yeah.
we mostly the stats in that.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Just put all this 400. 400 is very small amount in Excel. Just put all the values in Excel. There is a already softwares available in Excel itself. Only you are able to find out all regression line, correlation, all that things are possible in Excel. So just you have to put the data. You have to do the data entry only. And once you know how to, which command we require to use to find out correlation, within a fraction of second, you will get the answer for this 400 values. Even you are able to find out all regression equations, everything. And that require only few seconds after putting all the values in the computer. So already software is there. Excel is also software. So by using that only you are able to find out the answer. But the question is, if I want to find out before that software, if there is a question like for this type of data, what is the best method, another method that we have to study here. So you can say that nowadays it is useless technique. Reason software is available, but the method that is we require to study here to solve this question, that is the important method. Why? That creates our logical sense to solve the examples. Okay, now see how to solve this question without software. Now there is a question. Yes.
Frequency, sir.
Yes, we require to,
Frequency distribution.
correct. We have to prepare frequency distribution here. Now question is how to prepare frequency distribution. Now see how to prepare frequency distribution. What you require to do? Let us write here marks in accountancy and marks in statistics. Accountancy marks. Let us, we have a maximum 70 marks, minimum 0. So let us say 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, up to 60 to 70. And in statistics, minimum is 0 and maximum is 50. So you can write 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, up to 40 to 50. And you prepare one table like this. Now, first thing, how to prepare the table? Use the tally mark. How to prepare the table? Use the tally mark. Now, not necessary we have to write same range every time. Range means here 0 to 10. You can write 0 to 14, 14 to 28, 28 to 42, like that also, and 42 to 56 and 56 to 70. You can do like this also. There is no question at all. So in any of the way, you can prepare the table according to the minimum value and maximum value. It's better to write minimum 5 classes and maximum 10 at both the place, horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, now see how to do the tally mark. For first student, marks is 58 in accountancy. So 58 in accountancy means here, either here or here or here or here. But marks in statistics is 42. So marks in statistics is 42 and this, so you have to make the tally mark here, one tally mark. Then 25, 26, 25 here in second row and 26 that is in third column. So you make the tally mark here like this. And maybe it is like this. There are, let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 persons are there. Now, what is this 7 indicate? There are 7 students having marks in accountancy between 0 to 14 and marks in statistics is between 0 to 10. Here, tally mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 students having marks in accountancy 0 to 14, but marks in statistics is 10 to 20. Like this, we have information. Maybe we have there is no any students whose marks in accountancy is between this and having marks in statistics 0 to 10. So you can write nothing here, or you can write 0. There is no student available, or you can write only this sign, this. Maybe there is no any students in this category also. So this table is known as bivariate frequency distribution. This table is known as frequency distribution, but there are two variable, x and y. Let us consider this accountancy marks is x and statistics is y. So now we have values of x and y, and this table we have, and the question is how to find out the answer for this question. So once we adjust, we have to convert this data into this form. And once we have this form, how to solve this problem, that what we have to study here in question number 29. So let us do question number 29. Question number 29. Obtain the two regression equation from the following data. We have let us assume same thing, same information we have. This is, you can consider as marks in account and marks in stat, and that data is given. What does this 3 indicate? There are 3 students having marks in accountancy between 0 to 14 and marks in statistics is 0 to 11, like that. So we have this information, and now we want to find out the correlation. So how to find out the answer? So first thing, this is a slide lengthy question. We require a lot of calculation here. Question number 29. Now, marks in accountancy, you can consider this as x and this one is y. So we have a data for x and y. Prepare table. Here x 0 to 14, 14 to 28, 28 to 42, 42 to 56 and 56 to 70. Here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. And we have this information. So this required time, and better to draw each vertical line so that we get clear idea about the cell. This now here what we have to write here. So the value given, already given in the question, that is what 3, here 3. So it's better to write this 3 in this lower left hand corner of this cell. 3 here, you can write 3. Now nothing is given, you can write dash here, or you can write 0. Now 296, better to use 296. You can use this lower left hand corner of each cell for the frequency. This is nothing but frequency. Now dash 2, 19 and 6. 2, 19, 6. Then 7, 24 and 4. First two nothing, 7, 24 and 4. And last 7 and 8. Last two is 7 and 8. So this is original data. Okay. Now first step. Here you have to write if these are the values of x, these are the values of x. So can you tell me how many students having marks between 0 to 14 total in accountancy? Let us say x is accountancy. So how many students having marks between 0 to 14 in accountancy?
5, sir.
5.
5. So that 5 you have to write here. That is what frequency of x. That is what frequency of x. Then between 14 to 28 there are how many students? 14. So just what we require to do, we have to add these numbers. Here we have 32. Here we have 37 and 12. Now can you tell me total, this is the data for how many students? How can you find out?
100.
100. How can you find out that 100? Just addition of these values. So this is the data of 100 students. Now can you tell me how many students having marks between 0 to 10 in statistics?
6.
6, sir.
6. So you have to write this is the frequency of y. Frequency of y. Here total of this is 17, 27. Here this is 35 and 15. So total of this is also same 100. So sometimes we have this type of information is given in the question only. Means total is already given in the question. Sometimes it is possible. Not every time, but sometimes we have information like that is possible. Okay. Now next step. See what to do. Listen carefully. These are the values of x, but we know that these are in an interval form. So just find out mid value, and let us consider that is x only. Find out mid value. Okay, so you know that how to find out mid value. Add this 2 and divide by 2. So what we get? 7. Add this 2, divide by 2, 21. Add this 2, divide by 2, 35. Then 49. And at last, no need to find out total of this. And here it is, we have to add 63. Okay, just add these two, divide it by 2. Or simply first, because the interval is same, so just add 14 every time. Add 14, you will get the values. Okay, now these are the values of x. Now convert this x into u. How can you convert into u? So there is a formula, x minus a upon c. Now you can convert a equal to, any of you have any idea what should be the a here? See, these are the values of x. Now we have to convert these values of x in a smaller value
30.
u and v.
30,
Yes.
sir. 30.
Better to write middle value. That means what? 35. Better.
Okay, sir.
And c. What is the value of c? What should be the
7.
Seven.
Uh,
7.
7.
Seven.
Or you can write 14. Better. What is the gap here? What is the gap? See, interval is 14. So it's better to write 14. You can write 7. No problem at all. But it's better to write 14. Now see, do the simple calculation. See, 7. See this value. 7 minus 35 divided by 14. Very simple calculation. 7 minus 35 divided by 14. We get minus 2. So here we have a minus 2. Now 31 minus 35, that is minus 14, divided by 14, we get minus 1. Here we get 0. Here we get 1. Here we get 2. No need to find out total of this also. Now just we convert this x into u. So it is the conversion of the variable, and that is why whatever the frequency of x, that means fx, that is the frequency of x, that is same as the frequency of u only. So either you can say that this is the frequency of x or frequency of u, it is same thing. Next step, you can consider this as a frequency of u, and this is the u, multiply this u into fu.
साइड वर्क की तो
Multiply this u into fu.
हाँ वो हो जाओ
Now simply u, that is minus 2, into fu, that is what, 5. So minus 2 into 5, we get minus 10. Then 14 into minus 1, minus 14. 32 into 0, 0. 37 into 1, 37. 12 into 2, 24. And simply add this. Yes, we require total of this. And that is what, 37. So this is the total of u into fu. Now one more column you require to prepare here, u square into fu. U square into fu. So you have two choices. Take the square of u and multiply with frequency. So minus 2 square, that is what, 4. 4 into 5, that means 20. Or you can simply multiply these two numbers, simply multiply these two, because u is u into u square into fu, or means that is minus 2 into minus 10, 20. Minus 1 into 14, minus 14, 14. 0 into and 0, anything, 0. Here 37 and here 48. We require total of this also. So what is the total of this? That is 19, 1 carry, 4, 8,
119
119. So this is the total of u square into fu. And then we require one more thing here. What we require, that we will discuss after another calculation. So now whatever we calculate in this side, the same thing you have to calculate here. Here. Now see, these are the values of y. First step, find out mid value. Here also we require to prepare few rows. See, first step, y. Then convert into y minus b upon d. Instead of c, you can write d. So now we have a value of u, and consider this is a frequency of v. This is v and this is y. Both have same frequency, so fy or fv. Now v into fv. Then v square into fv. And we require one another thing that we will discuss after calculating this. So let us calculate all these values. Okay, frequency, sorry, mid value. First of all, mid value y. So different values of y. See the different values of y. This is in interval 0 to 10. What is mid value?
5.
What is it? 5. Then 15,
50.
25, 35 and 45. No need to add all these values. Now convert this y into v. Track, tell me.
25.
25.
Yeah, you can take b equal to 25 and d equal to how much?
10.
10.
10 sir.
10.
So we get here -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. No need to find out total of this. Now our next step is V into FV. See, this is the value of V and this is the value of FV. Now tell me what we have to write here.
minus
-2.
12,
Then
minus 17,
-17, then 0, 0 into 27, 35 into 1, 35, and 15
30.
into 2, 30. Now add these values. So here we get 36. What is this 36?
Total
Sigma
of V into FV.
FV. What is this 37? This 37
Sigma U into
sigma u
FU.
into FU. This is sigma U square into FU. Now V square into FV. Just simply multiply -2 with -12. We get
24.
24.
24,
17,
17,
0, 35, and
35,
this 60.
60,
What is the total of this?
136.
136. Verify once again. Verify once again.
136,
Okay, 136. Okay. Now, next step. That is slight difficult compared to this. Now see, to find out another value, last column, that is the heading U into F, or you can write F into U into V. The same thing you would write here, F into U into V. F means frequency into value of U into value of V. So how to calculate this? F, U, V. How to calculate? Listen. At each of the cell having frequency, see this cell having frequency, so just you have to write bracket like this in each of the cell having frequency. See, no frequency here, so no need to write this bracket. Upper left hand corner, you have to write bracket like this in each cell having frequency. Now after that, how to calculate the value in that cell? See, for this value, how to calculate this value? Listen carefully. See, corresponding value of U is what? -2. For this, corresponding value of V is what? -2. So multiply this -2 with -2, what we get? 4. And multiply that with this frequency, that means what? 3. So what we require to do, we have to multiply corresponding value of UV and this frequency. For this frequency, corresponding value of U is -2, corresponding value of V is -2. So -2 into -2 into 3, what we get?
12, sir.
12.
12, sir.
12 here you have to write 12. Now tell me what we have to write here in this cell. So see, this is -2.
4, sir. 4, sir.
-1, yeah, we have to write -2 into -1, that is minus plus 2, 2 2s are 4, correct. Now can you tell me what we have to write here?
6, sir.
6 here.
4, 9, sir.
9, yes, 9. Why 9? This 9 into -1 into -1, correct. Now
0, sir. 0, sir.
perfect.
0.
Here
0, sir.
0, here
0, sir.
0, here
0, sir.
perfect. Now for this,
0, sir.
correct, here
0, sir.
24.
yeah,
Sorry, sir.
24.
24, sir. 24.
yeah, 24 here,
40, sir. 1, 4.
1 4 14, yes,
8, sir.
8.
correct, and last
32, sir.
third, perfect. So in that way we have to find out all these values, and now add this 12 plus 4. What is 12 plus 4? 16. That you have to write here, 16. Here you have to write 16. That is a total. For each row in each column, you have to add these numbers. So 6 9
50.
0. That
50,
is
sir.
15.
1, 5, 50.
Here?
26, sir.
No, here 0. Why? This
Yeah,
0.
yes, sir. 0, 0.
Then here
38. 38.
38, sir.
38.
40,
And at
40,
last
40.
40.
40. This, so it is 19, 1 carry and 109.
What?
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is
Yes.
nothing but summation of f into u into v. Summation of f into u into v. And same thing you can do for this, but not necessary, not require. Reason we have a same values. Or if you want to find out, add this 12 plus 6, that is 18. You can write 18 here. Here you can write 18. Now here, what we have to write in second one?
13.
13. Then here 0. 13. 0. Then
32.
32. Correct. And at last
6.
46. 32 and 46. If we add, obviously we have 109. Check it. Obviously, because it's same thing. Sigma f into u into v.
But sir, it is necessary to calculate in exam.
Not necessary. Not necessary.
Okay, sir.
And this is sigma v square into fv. And this 100, total there are 100 students. So our n is 100. And once we have all these values, see, we have a value of sigma u into fv, sigma u square into fv, sigma f uv, all these values we have. Now, if you want to find out correlation, if you want to find out, by chance, if you want to find out correlation, so you have to use this formula, n sigma uv minus sigma u sigma v upon square root of and sigma u square minus sigma u the whole square second square root and sigma v square minus sigma v the whole square. But because frequency is there, everywhere when there is a u, you have to multiply with fu. If there is a v, then if you multiply with fv. Here there is a u, so multiply by fu. Multiply by fu. Here v, so multiplied by fv. Here v, so multiplied by fv. And here, because u and v both are there, so simply multiplied by f. And now we have all these values. What is n? What is n here?
So C and D.
100.
Okay, for correlation, it's not required. For
Okay.
correlation, because correlation is independent by change of origin as well as scale. That C and D we require to use for regression. Okay, so n is 100. What is sigma f into u into v?
109, sir.
Correct. And we have a value of sigma u into fu. What is u into fu? 37. V into fv 36. So simple calculations there. 37 into 36 or 36 into 37. Let us check it. 37 into 36. Then simple calculation. N is 100. What is sigma u square into fu? U square into fu is what? 119.
119.
Yeah, so 119 minus sigma u into fu is nothing but 37. 37 the whole square. And here n 100 sigma v square into fv. V square into fv is what? 136.
136.
Correct. So 136 minus 36 the whole square, and you know that how to solve this question with the help of calculator. So you can calculate by yourself and we get the value of r. This is not required for this question because this is the question of regression, but the same thing you have to do in correlation chapter also. So in correlation, now Chirag Trivedi sir will not take this question. Reason, you know that how to calculate correlation. So in correlation, he will skip this particular question. So be careful. The correlation question for this type of data is already done. So, and how to solve that, you know. but we will continue our this discussion about regression in our next lecture. So this is enough for today. If you have any question, you can ask your doubt, no problem at all.